Hi, friends. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome on the virtual platform a very young and charming person. You must be wondering who is this young guy on our virtual platform? Well, his name is Rohit and he is from sales and marketing. जैसा कि आप सबने रिक्वेस्ट करा था कि हम किसी सेल्स और मार्केटिंग के जने से मिलना चाहेंगे, तो आपके लिए आज हम लेके आए हैं एक रोहित जो मेफेयर होटल एंड रिजॉर्ट में काम कर रहे हैं एंड ही इज वर्किंग देयर एज एन इवेंट स्टाफ. सो रोहित, यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम ऑन आवर स्पेशल वाव सीरीज इंस्पिरेशंस इन लाइफ.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
It's our pleasure also to have you here because when I saw your profile, I was just wondering कि इतनी young age में इतना सब कुछ आपने achieve करा है. You started with your studies, that is, you did your BBA from Inspiria Knowledge Campus. So, do you remember any one incident या कुछ आपको moments याद हैं जो आप सबके साथ share करना चाहेंगे when you were doing your BBA?
Ma'am, I'm still doing BBA. I'm in like second year, fourth semester. And ma'am, there are many incidents. Okay. The most memorable incidents for me is from Toastmasters, in which we have done multiple sessions. And it is based on different themes. Like, for example, previously we have done this Halloween session theme. And the most beautiful session was this Diwali thing, just before Diwali. And just the normal session, but the decorations was based on this Diwali, and all the lights were there, all the diyas. And at last, when we all finished with the session, we finally lit the sky lanterns. They were like, I think, 9 or 10, and we closed the session by lighting them up in the sky, and it was beautiful experience. It was truly good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so any one thing which you would like to change in today's education system?
Yes, ma'am. I think, when it comes to bachelor's degree or master's degree, the one thing that should be more focused on, that we should be more focused on, is that there should be more practical, experience that should go on with the theoretical study. As many of us, we try to gather knowledge from the books, from the materials that we are provided from the college, rather than going behind the real practical knowledge. Because if you see, when you go into the industry, those practical knowledge, those theory by so names are not like really or directly implicable. And that's when you realize that yes, I need to learn all these things that are basically the soft skills that are there. And in this way you get to experience a real what you call this field you are a part of. So I think the practical knowledge is more important to rather than theoretical
Absolutely.
knowledge.
You are right when you say that, आजकल की एजुकेशन में हम लोग ज्यादा थ्योरी पे डिपेंडेंट हो गए हैं. Rather, it should be opposite because life is all about practical experiences. So, theory should be aligned with practicals. You are absolutely right. And rightly you mentioned a lot about Toastmasters because Toastmasters बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है पब्लिक स्पीकिंग एनहांस करने के लिए और हमारे इनर पोटेंशियल को भी एक्सप्लोर करने में बहुत हेल्प करता है पब्लिक स्पीकिंग. Now, my next question is relating to your event staff. Now, what is your major duty and responsibility as a member of events?
As a member of this Mayfair Hotel and Resorts, I've recently started in this, and the most basic thing that is my duty is to ensure that all the people out there who are in this event, I have to build a good communication with them, and that those interpersonal communication is very important, because sometimes it so happens that different people are coming from different backgrounds, and the most hard thing or the tough thing is that to face their expectations, because as Mayfair is quite a popular in this city, and not only in this city, I think in the overall, if I talk about the state, Mayfair is quite popular, and many of the families who want to host multiple events, they come to us, and they expect a certain level of standard that we should need to maintain. And in this experience, I meet a different kinds of people, and by communicating with them, I know that okay, in that moment, I get to learn that okay, I was looking for this person like as this type, but then after meeting them, I get to know okay, he or she is expecting this kind of thing from, in this level of
Absolutely.
standard and particular thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Rightly
and
said, because
yeah,
I believe that must be the biggest challenge that you must be facing.
yeah,
Isn't it?
absolutely,
So
ma'am.
how do you cope up those things? I'm sure कभी कभी आपके clients या customers ऐसी चीजें डिमांड करते होंगे जो आपके पास नहीं है रिसोर्सेज, तो ऐसे केस में आप कैसे हैंडल करते हैं?
Um, yes, ma'am. Most of the cases वैसे होते हैं जहाँ पर like they report us that okay, this thing is pretty much needed, and sometimes we have to kind of बोलना पड़ता है कि अच्छा ये चीज तो अभी अवेलेबल नहीं है, बट वी विल मेक श्योर दैट वो कल तक या परसों तक हो जाए, एंड वी आस्क फॉर देम, आस्क टाइम फ्रॉम देम। एंड कभी कभी वो लोग कुछ हीट अप हो जाते हैं, कुछ कुछ होते
हम्म,
हैं जो दे आर दे, एंड हम लोग अभी सब कुछ एक्सेप्ट करते हैं कि नहीं, वो लोग भी तो एक इवेंट में है, वो लोग भी दे हैव दिस एक्सपेक्टेशन, दे आल्सो हैव देयर ओन ड्यूटीज, रिलेटिव्स। तो हम लोग सब कुछ एक अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट वो करके, एंड वी अश्योर देम कि नहीं, आपको ये चीज चाहिए, आपको जरूर मिल जाएगा, बस इतना सा आपको टाइम देना है, एंड रेस्ट आई विल वी विल प्रोवाइड इट टू यू। ऐसे करके वी
Wonderful,
कोप अप विद।
wonderful. This also reminds me that whenever we study something about customer relations, customer service, तो इसमें भी हमें पढ़ाया जाता है that customer is your king. So my dear friends, please remember that you cannot say no to your customers. चाहे आपके पास resources हो या नहीं हो, चाहे आप किसी भी worst situation में हो, you should एक्चुअली लाइक सेड बाय रोहित के आप उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करिए कि थोड़ा सा अगर हमें टाइम मिल जाएगा तो हम आपके लिए ये सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, बट एट every time you have to be very soft, very subtle, and be a good listener, understand the person who is asking for something. Now in your profile you stated that you want to be a best version of yourself, so I want to know, how do you define the best version of yourself? आप क्या बनना चाहते हैं?
मैम फॉर मी, मैं वो चीज को completely define नहीं करता, because the reason is then it becomes quite narrow. For example, for someone the best version of themselves is to become physically strong. For someone it may be spiritually strong or emotionally strong. So I just keep it to that level, that I just want to become the best version, ताकि मेरे पास वो benchmark ही नहीं आए कि अच्छा मैंने ये अचीव कर लिया and then it's finished, and then I have that again lazy Rohit coming up inside me. So I don't define that version. But yes, I like to keep chasing things and like to keep, learning things to ensure that I am always on my best version. So that's the thing.
So my dear friends, pause करिए वीडियो और अभी के अभी टाइप करिए कमेंट्स में कि आपको इस आंसर में क्या अच्छा लगा, बेस्ट वर्जन की क्या डेफिनेशन है? 1, 2, 3, 4 एंड 5. आई एम श्योर आपने अभी तक आंसर टाइप कर दिया होगा, बिकॉज बेस्ट वर्जन आपको डिफाइन करना आना चाहिए. नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर रोहित इज, ही सेज दैट ही वांट्स टू अचीव न्यू हाइट्स. सो व्हाट इज न्यू हाइट्स फॉर यू?
Then the new highs for me, I mean by the career that I'm pursuing, the field of management. Now that I'm pursuing BBA and I'm on my bachelor's level, and I see this BBA as a stepping stones, and all these clubs also that I'm working for as this stepping stones to my ultimate success, and those new heights will be those levels in which when I'll be doing my CAT exam, when I'll be going to the MBA college to pursue my further studies, and ultimately when I'll be earning a good amount of salary, I'll be having a good lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. That for me is the new highs that I want to achieve.
Yes, तो मुझे लग रहा है कोविड के बाद ना ये सबके अंदर अवेयरनेस आ गया है कि प्लीज अपनी हेल्थ को भी प्रायोरिटी दीजिए, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इन दिस हसल वी फॉरगेट टू टेक केयर ऑफ आवर ओन सेल्फ. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, हेल्थ शुड बी योर फर्स्ट थिंग इन योर प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट. जो भी करना चाहते हैं, हेल्थ होगी तो वेल्थ भी होगी, है ना. एंड रोहित का मुझे ये चीज बहुत अच्छी लगी सुन के, दैट to achieve new heights he is ready to hustle, so he feels that it is just a stepping stone. अभी तो बाजी शुरू हुई है, अभी तो असली लाइफ शुरू भी नहीं हुई है, रादर अभी शुरू होगी. सो आई एम श्योर रोहित, आपने अभी तक एक्सप्लोर कर लिया होगा कि कैसे कैसे सबकी डिमांड्स, सबका टेस्ट, सबकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स चेंज हो रही हैं. तो आपके हिसाब से अभी रिसेंटली अगर हम दिवाली की बात करें तो क्या आपका ऑब्जर्वेशन था? व्हाट इज द ट्रेंड? व्हाट इज मोस्टली द डिमांड ऑफ द कस्टमर नाउअडेज?
Ma'am, nowadays, in this Diwali thing, na, the most demandful thing that we get is the firecrackers, because we accept that okay, Diwali hai, and they want to arrange this good event. They have different occasions. That's all right. But हम लोग उतने सारे firecrackers we can provide, but the the level of quantity that they demand from us. होता है किसी का कि दो टोटो भर के we at least want this quantity of firecrackers in their wedding anniversary or something, but we assure them ठीक है हम लोग कर देंगे, but उतना quantity नहीं हो पाएगा because हम लोग का क्या है कि if we burst all the quantity of firecrackers that they are wanting us to, then हो सकता है कि पुलिस भी आ जाए
Oh
because
my
all ultimately
God.
अगर
सो
हाँ
बेटर टू मेक देम अवेयर ऑफ द नॉर्म्स ऑल्सो, है ना. आपको थोड़े से सटल
हाँ
वे में लोगों को अवेयरनेस बतानी चाहिए. थोड़ी से इन्वायरमेंट फ्रेंडली होना भी आपके लिए जरूरी है, बिकॉज अप टू अ सर्टेन लिमिट ठीक है करेंगे आप, मगर आप उस लिमिट को क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते. तो थोड़ी सी ये सब चीजें भी हमें ऑब्जर्व करनी है. तो अगर हम सेलिब्रेशन की बात करें या इवेंट्स की बात करें, जैसे बर्थडे पार्टीज, वेडिंग, तो इनमें क्या ज्यादातर लोगों की डिमांड रहती है?
इनमें मैम the most demanding and the most prominent thing I'll be saying is the height of the cake. ठीक है उनका like they don't want a normal like ऐसा इतना बड़ा नहीं, उनको लाइक यहाँ से शुरू होगा तो यहाँ तक जाना चाहिए. तो वी नीड टू अरेंज ऑल दिस थिंग्स एंड हो गया. अभी तो पार्टी पॉपर्स ये सब कुछ अवेलेबल रहता ही है, बट द मोस्ट स्ट्रगलिंग थिंग इज दिस केक ओनली कि इतना बड़ा केक हो भी कौन बनाएगा, कहाँ से बनाना है, and the designs, कोई कोई बोलता है
So
शिनचैन
you should
चाहिए.
collaborate with a good bakery, isn't it?
या
आप भी
या
खुश और बेकरी वाले भी खुश. According to you,
यस.
what do you feel is the entry level for such an industry? आपकी इंडस्ट्री में एंटर करने के लिए क्या एलिजिबिलिटी है?
Ma'am, for freshers, I think if you are doing a doing quite events, in your college, then you can show it to them. Or they, to be honest, they don't normally hire freshers because most of the colleges don't provide these practical experiences when it comes to management. So ये अगर तुम्हारे पास है, then you can easily enter by showing it. And also you need to have those soft skills like communication, better listening, all these things, they provide a up hand to enter into this industry.
Wow, I'm so happy that you finally said it. My dear friends, please remember that my soft skills is everywhere. It is required to clear your interview, and it is very much required if you want to be in hotel industry. आपको events handling करना आना चाहिए, आपको customer से deal करना आना चाहिए, जो आसान नहीं है. Well, my next question is, हर इंसान की कुछ ना कुछ wish होती है. You are already doing great at this particular hotel, मगर अगर आपको कोई पूछे कि आप किस होटल में जाना चाहेंगे to build your career, any chain of hotels which you would like to join?
I think Oberoi is the first name that comes to my mind when I think about this hotel industry. And Oberoi has this great good amount of chain that they have, the in terms of hotel sector. And वहां पर काम करना is more than honor, I must say. So अगर आप पूछोगी तो मेरा wish क्या, I think this is the best thing that I can hope for.
So, oh, you are already happy and contented wheresoever you are. या आपके
Yes,
माइंड में
ma'am.
कोई
Now,
नाम है? कोई नाम लेना चाहेंगे आप?
uh, नहीं मैम, ये अगर if I get a chance to be a part of the Oberoi hotels and management, then I'll be very happy to be a part of. अभी Mayfair, yeah, it's good, but then all these things, adds up to my
मतलब
experience.
अभी जैसे
Ultimately, वो
रैडिसन है, हियात है, क्लार्क्स है, तो आप इनमें से कोई ज्वाइन करना चाहेंगे? ओबरॉय है?
yes,
नहीं
ma'am.
सोचा?
Clarks is a good option.
हम्म.
Is a good option. Clarks is good. But I think मेरा Oberoi में बेसी inclinement है, because I've been listening about Oberoi from since a long time ago. The moment I joined in इस area, and हम लोग के campus में भी recruitment होता है. Over the people from there come to us for recruitment. So I think, yeah, if I get an option to choose between these two, then Oberoi will be a good thing.
Obroy would be a good thing. So please do start exploring, start following the people, maybe on social media accounts, the ones who are working in Obroy, so that you can get to know what is the insight और आपको career life में भी बहुत help करेगा. Now, why do you think that we all need to clear interview, even in hotel industry? होटल इंडस्ट्री में तो इतना ज्यादा नॉलेज टेस्टिंग नहीं होता है. इट इज ऑल रिलेटिंग टू हॉस्पिटैलिटी. तो होटल इंडस्ट्री के लिए इंटरव्यूज होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए?
Then I think होना चाहिए, because hotel industry, all these things, this skills will be there. But the most important skill, which I believe, is the way you interact with customers, and especially the customers who, जो लोग बहुत गुस्सैल रहते हैं छोटे मोटे चीजों में, they get irritated or frustrated, and उनका like वो वाकियत है वो, मतलब होगा ही, because they are expecting something, and थोड़ा अगर इधर उधर चूक हो गया, they'll be angry. But then you should have the ability to absorb. And interview में यही चीज देखा जाता है कि whether how you are reacting to such people, to such comments and arguments. And I think if you are able to do that, are able to absorb that, then it really helps in to pass through that.
एब्सोल्युटली, एब्सोल्युटली. नाउ हाउ डू यू डिफाइन सक्सेस? आपके हिसाब से सक्सेस का मतलब क्या है?
And for me, although different people and have different mindset of calling success a success, but for me, success is living a very healthy lifestyle, having a stable income, and most importantly, a loving family. I think all this criteria is the is a level that a individual person is seeking for, to all this stability of things that should be there in their life.
ये तो आपने बहुत अच्छे पॉइंटर्स बताए हैं. बिकॉज अगर आपके पास क्लोज्ड अफेक्शनेट फैमिली होगी, बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जो आपका भला चाहते हैं, वेल विशर्स होंगे, तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप इंटरनली बहुत स्ट्रांग रहेंगे एंड यू विल बी एबल टू परफॉर्म बेस्ट एट योर वर्क प्लेस. वेल, नाउ माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, अभी तक का आपका वर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस क्या रहा है? कोई वर्स्ट सिचुएशन लाइफ में आपने फेस करी है अभी तक?
Worst situation to nahi, but I can say the most embarrassing situation was once when I first joined Toastmasters Club. And since my school time, these 12 years of schooling has just pushed me into my introvert self. And when I finally joined this college, and the first thing which I saw was public speaking club. Hey, the Toastmaster Club is here, and it will push you to your new heights. So I thought, okay, let's try. मेरे को नहीं लगा था इतना tough होगा. But then I joined, and वहां पर जब the first speech that has been given to you, that has been given to me, was the icebreaker speech. And although it was for 4 minutes, the minimum duration is 4 minutes, but then मेरे लिए वो 4 मिनट शायद 40 मिनट से कम नहीं थे. And I remember how much I was trembling. I was like looking down. I was like finishing, all this like acting, and it was it was so uncomfortable for me to be in that situation, I
तभी
must
तो
say.
उसको हम एक्सपीरियंशियल लर्निंग बोलते हैं. तो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, प्लीज समझने की कोशिश करिए, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग इज नॉट वॉकिंग ऑन अ केक, इजंट इट? तो थोड़ा सा
Yes.
आपको भी फील तभी होगा जब आप उसको एक्सपीरियंस करेंगे। जब तक आप स्टेज पे नहीं जाएंगे, जब तक आप पब्लिक को फेस नहीं करेंगे, तब तक आप हमारी बात नहीं समझ पाएंगे कि कैसे वो 4 मिनट रोहित को 40 मिनट से भी ज्यादा फील हुए। वेल, माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, जो लोग आपकी इंडस्ट्री में एंटर करना चाहते हैं, उन लोगों के लिए आप क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे? व्हाट इज द मैसेज दैट यू वुड लाइक टू कन्वे टू द यूथ हु वुड लाइक टू एंटर होटल इंडस्ट्री?
Okay. So the most basic thing which I saw in most of the youth of today is that they get heated up in very small issues. Like बाहर अभी जो लोग अपने 40s 50s में है, we can understand them, but as a youth you should be able to absorb, because now that you are in this phase of life you'll be taking a lot of decisions, and अगर आप जल्दी impulsive हो जाते हो, you get angry, तब उससे क्या होगा, आपका decision पे वो effect होगा, and then later on you will do nothing but just regret your decision, your moment of life in which आपको सही चीज लेना था, but then आपने ये चीज ले लिया just because of impulsiveness. So I think that level of absorbedness of all these negative situations should be there in this youth.
ओके, तो अपने आप को कूल कैसे रखें, ये भी बताइए।
Cool. um, for coolness, मैं prefer करता हूँ to get into spirituality. If you do, like for example, 10 minutes meditation, daily meditation, it really adds a lot of value into your life. And in that way, आप खुद को समझ पाते हो, and also at the same time you get to understand the other people very well. You get
यस,
that empathy wala feeling very well. It
एब्सोल्युटली,
helps a
वाओ।
lot.
बहुत अच्छा लगा आज की आपकी मीटिंग के साथ, और बहुत कुछ नई नई चीजें सीखने को भी मिली। थैंक्स अ लॉट रोहित फॉर शेयरिंग सो मच वैल्यू एंड स्पेयरिंग योर वैल्यूएबल टाइम। थैंक्स अ लॉट।
Thank you so much, man. It was an honor to be with you in here. Thank you
ऑनर
so
फॉर
much.
अस ऑल्सो।